Today we're going to do a recipe that you all requested. And no, this is not when people on YouTube say that people request a recipe and nobody didn't request the recipe. You all actually requested this recipe. This is something I did in the kitchen, some coconut cardamom pancakes. I find coconut and cardamom just pair nicely together, and having it in a pancake format is an easy way to enjoy those flavors. Now, fun fact, in my cooking journey, pancakes are the first thing that I made. Growing up, I think probably around 8 or 9 years old, pancakes was the first thing that I tried to cook. Obviously, it didn't come out good the first time I make it, but that is where my cooking journey began. And fun fact as well, if you go back to the beginning of this channel, to the first videos, I think either the first or the second video is a pancake recipe. So you could go and check that. Actually, I'll post a link to that video. I'll do the pop-up thing that is happening on YouTube. Sorry, Facebook, you all wouldn't get it. But the pop-up thing that is happening on YouTube, the cards, yeah, I'll post the video in the cards so you can see it. Don't judge me by the quality of that video. I now start off. So, all that is part of the journey. But yeah, I'm talking too much. Let me start this thing. Simple things here. Some flour, all-purpose flour. I think I should sift this. Let me sift it. Let me get my sifter. So I'm sifting 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Dread, if you're all using pancake mix, sorry, we don't support that here. Pancake mix is for when you're, I don't know, 10 years old and you're trying to pretend you're cooking and that kind of thing. If you're an adult, you're not supposed to be making pancake with no pancake mix, Dread. That is total failure. Come on, do better than that. Pancake real easy to make, Dread. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour sifted, going in with 1 tablespoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of cardamom powder, pinch of salt, must put some salt in there, tablespoon of sugar. And now you want to combine all of this. Now, the thing about making pancakes and having fluffy pancakes is just like muffin batters and all them other types of batters. You don't want to overwork it, because when you overwork or overmix the batter, that will tend to make whatever you're making, pancakes, muffins, that kind of thing, to fall flat. You want to keep it nice and fluffy and airy. So we're mixing the dry ingredients separate, mixing the wet ingredients, and then when we combine them, we're trying to do as little mixing as possible. We just want it to combine, and once it combines, you want to stop the mixing, because if you overmix it, you could end up with some flat pancakes, and we want flat pancakes. We want some nice fluffy pancakes, all right? All right, so time for the wet ingredients. I have a cup of coconut milk here. I'm gonna go in with 1 egg. I have 4 tablespoons of melted butter, but you could use oil as well, vegetable oil. And to add even more coconutty goodness, I add in a couple dashes of coconut essence. You could get coconut essence in the grocery. Just look in your baking section where you would find like vanilla essence and thing, and you would find coconut essence there. Coconut essence is a real nice thing. Gonna whisk this together. Okay, so now it is simply going to make a well in the middle here and add our wet to our dry. And now, as I said before, we're not looking to overmix this at all. As soon as it combines fully, we want to stop mixing it, because we're trying to maintain a nice fluffy pancake. So we're not overworking, we're not doing a vigorous mix either. Let's go in with a light touch to get it all combined. So right now we're transferring the batter back into the measuring cup, because it will make, when I have to portion out the pancakes, the batter, to actually make the pancakes, I could just pour it out instead of using like a ladle or a measuring cup or anything like that. So because it has this convenient spout on the cup, it'll make pouring out the pancakes onto your frying pan or your griddle much easier. Alright, so I have my nice little griddle set up here, going in, and of course you can make your pancakes as big or as small as you want them. Just gonna pour some on. And you see how using the spout makes a very easy pancake forming. Alright, so the pancakes would take a little over a minute or so to cook, and the way to tell when the pancake has cooked on the other side is the bubbles on top. When it starts to form bubbles and then you see it starts to get a ring around the edge, that's when you know that it's cooked on the other side. Alright, so as you can see here, we have a ring around the edge, and you can tell the difference between here, which is not cooked as yet, and here that is cooked. This is a good indication that we have nice color going on the other side. Hopefully this is not going to make a fool of me and we actually have some good color. So I'm going to flip it. Boom. That's what we're talking about. So again, nice ring, and you can tell the difference here. This is the ring, you have the color here, different from the color here that is uncooked. So good indication that it's time to flip. Nice. So now we have this huge stack of pancakes. Obviously, I'm not gonna eat this huge stack of pancakes, obviously. But you know, it will look good for the camera if I do a nice big stack now. So I'm just doing this for the camera. I'm not gonna eat all these pancakes. I could only eat probably 2 pancakes maximum. You know me, I have a kiskidi belly. All right, and the last thing I want to do is drizzle some honey onto this. All right, so look how we're looking here. Some nice coconut cardamom pancakes swimming in a sea of honey. So yeah, you owe it to yourself to be experimenting and, you know, having some fun with the pancakes. Why you would be eating boring pancakes using pancake mix? That is for children. And I say for children who trying to make pancakes. But even self, if you're an adult and supervising the children in the kitchen, I find let them make pancakes from scratch, let them understand how ingredients work together, understand the science of cooking and that kind of thing. There's a great introductory recipe to get kids, children excited about cooking. Try this recipe, you will not be disappointed. And even if you don't want to try this exact recipe, use the spices that you like. Nutmeg, cinnamon, tonka bean, you name it. You could incorporate different flavor profiles into your pancakes and jazz them up and have, you know, some fun in the kitchen. And even if you wanted to try this recipe and take it to the next level, you could do some grated coconut and toast it and add some toasted coconut to this. That will be real best too. So I will post a link to the recipe in the video description if you want to try it. And if you try it, of course, post your photos to social media and tag me. Would love to see it. And of course, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Mm-hmm.